Assalamualaikum and good morning everyone. My name is Nuri Sufina binti Ahmad Nizam from class SR2416NA. Today I will be present my research proposal titled The Relationship Between Event Attendance and Event Marketing among Uitm Shalam students. This research is prepared for Mr. Muhammad Faizal Mekute and my supervised by Ms. Shahida binti Hamdan for the course SRT 656 Research Methodology for Behavioral Science and Sports. This is the agenda for my presentation today. For the research proposal, I will cover four main sections. First, introduction, to set the context and define the focus of the study. Second, LR. LR is a literature review to explore exciting knowledge and to identify the research gap. Third, that is methodology, to explain how I will conduct the research and analyze the data. And finally, the expected contribution, to highlight the theoretical, practical, and policy implication for the study. So let's start with the introductions. Now this is the introductions. As we can see from the picture on the left, this is a UITM Sports Day. You can see students running, holding the UITM banners, and participating together. So this show that sport event encourage student participant, physical activity, and campus engagement. At the same time, event marketing helps to promote this event through posters, social media, banners, and so on. Moving on the background of the study, it starts with event marketing growth. Nowadays, we see more promotions, higher engagement, and better communication for that event. Because of that, it creates a marketing impact such as increase the event awareness, participating, and engagement among students, UiTM, inshallah. Based on research evidence, previous study also show that effective event marketing improve the participation and also the attendance. So for my current study, this research will focus specifically on UiTM Shah Alam student to examine the relationship between event marketing and sports event attendance. There are four main issues to identify. First is low student participations. Despite various event marketing efforts, student participation in university sport events remains low. This is supported by Low and Pure in 2016 and also Mount and Nero in 1995. Second, inconsistent marketing effectiveness. Social media, poster, banners, experiential promotion have not consistently increased student awareness and also the engagement. The third is the negative impact. Low participations leads to underutilized email resources, low student engagement, and less effective marketing outcomes. And finally, the study focus, therefore, this study examines how event marketing activities influence student participation in UiTM sports events, such as wellness, SAF, suka antar fakulti, sukul, suka antar college, and so on. With the aim to improve future marketing strategies as stated by Hickman 2020. In conclusions, this study aims to provide insight for organizers to optimize marketing strategies and also increase event attendance effectively. Next, we have a research objective and research questions, that is RO and RQ. Starting with the RO1, to examine the effect of event marketing activities on the student attendance at UiTM sport event. RO2, to analyze the relationship between event marketing activities and student engagement. RO3, to investigate how event awareness influence student decision to attend. Based on this objective, I have three developed research questions. For the RQ1, what is the effect of event marketing activity on the student attendance at UiTM Shah Alam sport events? RQ2, what is the relationship between event marketing activity and student engagement? And also the last one, RQ3, how does event awareness influence students' decision to attend? Okay, for the hypothesis, I only have one hypothesis for this study. H1, That is significant relationship between event marketing activities and student attendance among UiTM Shah students. So basically, I predict that the more effective the event marketing is, the higher the student attendance will be. That's what I will be the testing in this research. Next, is the significance of study. As the subtitles say, from the from knowledge to impact. First, let's look at the flow at the top. When there is event marketing, it will lead to higher attendance. Higher attendance then leads to student engagement, and finally, it contribute to a stronger sport culture at UiTM. Now, for who benefit for this study? For academic contribute, this study expands sports marketing knowledge and provides a framework for future research. For sport organizer, the finding can help improve event promotion strategies and increase student participations. And the third one, for the student community, for student and community, it enhances engagement, social interactions, and encourage activity lifestyle. So the fourth, for policymaker and government agency, this study supports Dasar Sukan Negara 2030 and strengthens university sport development. Moving on to the limitation and delimitation of this study. First, the delimitation, these are the boundaries are set for this research. First is geographical scope. This study focus on UiTM Shah Alam and UiTM sport event only. The population scope, the respondent are UiTM students who have sport event exposure. The third is data collection method. I will use a structured questionnaire and collect quantitative data only. Next, the limitation. There are constraints of the study. First is a self-report survey. There might be response bias because the data is self-report. The second sample size, the study involved UiTM student only, so the generalizability is limited. The third one, technological constraint. Data is collected through as online questionnaire, so it depends on internet accessibility. The fourth is variable scope. This study focus on event marketing variables only. Other factors are excluded. The last one, time frame. The study is conducted with one academic semester, so the duration is limited. Next is operational terms. This slide provides the operational definition of the 6 key terms used in this study. First, event attendance refer to student willingness and participation in sports events. The second one is event marketing refer to promotional activity used to attract participations to sports events. The third, information quality refer to the accuracy and usefulness of events informations. And the fourth, entertainment value refer to how enjoyable and exciting sport events are perceived by students. The fifth, UiTM sport event refer to sport event organized by UiTM. And the last one, UiTM sport participations refer to student and athlete involved in UiTM sport event. Next is the LR, that is literature review. I have a review 5 main term from previous study. First, factor influencing sport event attendance. Previous study that found the team performance attract spectators from Hogan. Event attractiveness increases interest from Vizcaya, and the entertainment and digital engagement also influence attendance from Karau. The second one is sport event attendance in UiTM. Yoshida stated that academic and social factor affect the attendance. Vizcaya found that event marketing improved the participations. However, Karau note that there are limited study focusing on UiTM sports. And the third one, Important for sport management, attendance measure audience engagement from Yoshida, evaluates event effectiveness from Garcia, and the support future planning from Vizcaya. And the fourth, social and peer influences. The friends encourage attendance from Lee. Social interaction increases participation from Yoshida, but academic commitment can reduce attendance from Lee. And the last one, attendance at event success, attendance reflect event success from Garcia, indicate audience satisfaction from Yoshida, and digital engagement supports attendance from Vizcaya. Based on the literature review, the research gap, there is limited research on the sports event attendance and event marketing among Malaysian university students, particularly at Uitm. Next is the conceptual framework of this study. As shown in the diagram, um, this study examines the relationship between four independent variable and one dependent variable. The independent variable are positive effect, management cooperation, pro-social behavior, and performance tolerance. And the dependent variable is event attendance. The arrow indicates that the four independent variables are hypothesized to influence event attendance. Next is the research methodology overview. I will explain the five main steps of this study. The first one, research design. This study adopt a quantitative research approach using the survey method to examine the relationship between event marketing and sport event attendance. Step 2, the population and sample. The target population is UiTM Shah student. The sample size for this study is N. That is 19 respondent. The step 3 is instrumentation. This research instrument use a questionnaire with a 5-point Likert scale to measure the variable. The step 4 is data collection. Data will be collected through an online survey using Google Form and distribute to the target population or respondent. And the last one is data analysis. Data analysis, the collected data will be analyzed descriptive descriptive analysis to describe the sample, and inferential analysis to test the relationship between variables. The first research approach, this study uses first quantitative to measure and analyze numerical data. The second one is research method. The method uses is survey, which is suitable to collect data from a large number of respondents. The third research strategy, I will use a structured questionnaire as the main instrument to collect data. And the fourth one, this is a time horizon. This is a cross-sectional study, meaning data will be collected at one point in time. And the last one, or the fifth, is purpose. The purpose of this study is hypothesis testing, to test the relationship between the independent and dependent variable. Next is population sample and sampling technique. First is population. The target population for this study is UiTM Shah students who are exposed to UiTM sports event. The second sampling technique. This study uses simpler random sampling. This technique ensures that every student has an equal chance of selection, and it helps to reduce sampling bias. The third sample size. The sample size for this study is 90 respondents. This number is determined based on cohort 1992 with alpha 0.05 and power 0.80. Fourth, the data collection. The data will be collected using a structured questionnaire through an online survey. Respondent will be from different faculty in UiTM Shah Alam. Next is instrumentation. The instrument used in this study is a structured questionnaire designed to collect quantitative data on event marketing activities and sport event attendance among UiTM Shah Alam student and athlete. This questionnaire consists of closed-end questions measured using a 5-point Likert scale, ranging from 1 strongly disagree to 5 strongly agree. This is to capture respondent perception and attitudes. This questionnaire is divided into 3 sections. Section A, demographic information. This section collect data on gender, age, faculty, and frequency of attending UiTM sport event. The section B, event marketing activities. The section measure 3 dimensions. That is information quality, entertainment value, and engagement. The section C is sport event attendance. The sport event attendance This section measures the frequency of attendance and attention to attend UiTM sport event. Pilot study consists four main parts. The first one is a pilot study conducted. A pilot study with 30 respondents was conducted to evaluate the reliability of the questionnaire before the actual data collection. And the second one, reliability assessment. Reliability was assessed with using Chromebach Alpha. The analysis measured the internal consistency of the questionnaire items, and the instrument demonstrated acceptable reliability for the main study. The step 3 is content validity. The measurement items were adapted from previous validated studies. Literature on sports marketing and event attendance was used to ensure the content validity. And the step 4, or the last one step, is outcomes. The pilot study confirmed that the questionnaire appropriate for achieving the research objective, and it enabled to statistical analysis of the relationship between event marketing activities and also the sport event attendance. Next is the data collection procedure. This procedure consists of 6 systematic steps to ensure the collection of high quality and ethical data. The step 1 is proposal approval. The first step to obtain approval for the research proposal. The step 2 is pilot study. With N sample is 30 respondents. A pilot study was conducted to test the reliability and clarity of the questionnaire. And the step 3 is the data collections using a Google Forms. After the pilot study, the actual data collection was carried out by distributing the questionnaire to UiTM Shah students. The step 4 is data cleaning. Once data was collected, I perform data cleaning to remove incomplete or invalid responses. Step 5, data analysis using SPSS. The clean data was then analyzed using SPSS software for both descriptive and inferential analysis. The step 6, or last step, is report writing. Finally, were the finding were documentation is the final research report. This Gantt chart outlines the timeline for all research activity from May 2026 to December 2026 with total duration of 8 months. Next is the data analysis section. The data collected from the questionnaire will be analyzed using the statistical package for the social sciences, that is SPSS. Both descriptive and the inferential statistical analysis will be conducted to address the research question and objective of the study. This analysis consists of 4 parts. Part 1 is demographic overview. The profile of the respondents such as gender, age, and faculty. The analysis method is qualitative research method. The part 2 is RQ1. What is the level of event marketing effectiveness among UiTM sports participants? The analysis method, that is descriptive statistic, mean and standard deviation. Part 3 is RQ2. What is the level of event attendance among UiTM sport participants? Analysis method, descriptive statistic, mean and standard deviation. Part 4, RQ3, investigate whether the event marketing effectiveness has a relationship with event attendance among UiTM Shah students. The analysis method, person correlation analysis. Next is expected contribution and conclusions. This study is expected to contribute in 3 main ways. The first, academic contributions. This study provides empirical evidence of the relationship between event marketing and event attendance among UiTM Shah students. It adds to the exciting literature in sport marketing. The second is practical contribution. The finding will help sport event organizers to identify active marketing activity and develop promotional strategies to increase student participation in university sport event. The third, community and policy contribution. This study encourages greater student involvement in sport event. They promotes a healthy campus culture and provide useful insight for the institutions and sport-related agencies to support student engagement. In conclusion, this study examines the relationship between event marketing and event attendance using a quantitative research design with a 90 respondent and Pearson correlation analysis. The findings are expected to assist sport event organizers in developing more effective marketing strategy to enhance student participation in university sport event. That concludes my presentation. Thank you.